and stormy night. Jesus. Hello? Is anybody up there? Come on now, it's very dark and stormy down here.
Police have no leads on what sources say was the first homicide in the Concord area in 15 years. When asked for comment, Concord police stated that they have not yet identified the victim.
So terribly sorry. I didn't give you a fright.
Not at all. Catherine Rollinger.
Marjorie French.
Oh, right, from the audition.
Yes.
You're from England.
How right you are.
Sorry, it's pretty obvious, huh?
I could just be acting pretentious.
This is my first show in a while, so if I act stupid, just try to overlook it.
It's no problem.
Oh, okay. So what brings Marjorie French all the way to Concord, New Hampshire?
I'm a drama teacher at St. Paul's. Years exchange. They send a Yank to Eton. We send a Liney here.
Feel like you got the worst part of the deal.
It's not bad. As a Londoner with a vague dramatic background, camera lets me help choose and cast a play, and a good time's had by all.
Oh, so you're the one that picked this play?
But I found it, and Tamara fell in love with it.
Oh, so you're the one that chose me for this?
Well, Tamara had final say, but after seeing Arsenic and Old Lakeside auditions, well, that sealed the deal.
Oh, this is gonna be exciting. Ow! Fucking duck. Oh, excuse me.
No worries, we have ducks in Britain.
I have adult braces, so I have to carry this around to cut out my food.
This isn't your first play, then?
Oh, no. I acted a lot in college, even was planning on moving to the city. You know, New York.
Heard of it?
There I go being stupid again.
Go on.
But instead I got married. We've been trying to have a kid, but we're separated now, which makes that harder.
Nothing patches up a relationship like having a child.
Right. Oh, sarcasm.
I'm sorry, so you think there's hope?
Maybe. I don't know. We're getting together after this whole rehearsal business is over to talk about the status of our mutual affairs. He has this problem with fidelity, and I'm really trying to be supportive, but sorry, too much info.
Not at all.
Maybe. Anyway, Tamara's a friend. She told me about the play. I tried out, and now here I am. It's a great story, huh? It seems really clean in here. So, did you hear about that murder? Can you believe it?
Diabolical. I'm not used to the American killer sensibility. The English are too polite to murder, at least on a mano a mano confrontational level. We take out our aggressions by conquering India or crushing a dozen football fans to death. We write farces about murder, like The Butler. Ironically, what transpires in this little thing could never happen in England. We're too dumb.
And Concord isn't?
Oh, what a fucking nightmare it was getting here. It's colder than a witch's fucking tit. There is snow fucking everywhere. Isn't there some talk of a public servant that's supposed to take care of this? Oh my god, is that Catherine Rollinger?
Charlotte Goodby, how are you? I haven't seen you in 5 years. You look great.
You look the same.
So where have you been?
Oh, you know, slaving away in the black boxes of Greenwich Village. How's hubby? Any kids?
We're separated.
Oh, so I heard.
And why'd you ask?
I don't believe you've had the pleasure.
Oh, excuse me. Charlotte, this is Marjorie French. She's a teacher. Charlotte's an actress.
Actor?
Of course you are.
We went to college together, even shared the same stage.
I saw you perform in Alan Simmons' Taming of the Shrew last fall.
Ugh, how embarrassing.
Nonsense, you make a wonderful messenger too.
I love that show. I've always wanted to play Catherine.
Oh, someone knows her Shakespeare.
You almost made it too? I was Bianca somewhere you.
I remember.
I hope to come to New York soon to see some of your plays, especially now with Jack not necessarily, you know.
Why bother? I come to you.
You're in this butler thing too.
My mom's recovering from a broken hip, so I'm stuck in Concord for a fucking month playing wet nurse. Figured I'd help a friend in need and rob locals.
How generous.
I know!
Ladies, I'm so sorry I'm late. I do hope you weren't waiting too long. Stuck in a dreadful snowstorm with nothing but news of that horrendous murder to keep me company.
It's Concord, what do you
I know.
expect?
Oh, Catherine, Marjorie, it's lovely to see you. Oh, Charlotte, you are a sight for sore eyes. Mwah. Now, I understand you recently worked under the tutelage of Alan Simmons, is that correct? You know, him and I put on a bisexual silent production of Hamlet last summer.
So I heard from you.
Well, do tell him I say hello.
Will do.
Now, this should be just as fun, if not quite as daring. One must tone down one's ambitions for the New Hampshirean audience. We don't even have a working light board. All right, come, ladies. As you can see, Marjorie has printed out 4 copies of The Butler S.
You mean the
You
butler?
bite your tongue. The Butler is an obscure murder mystery that comments on nothing. I wanted to do something that was all women, but I don't like steel magnolias. This undoubtedly is something that can easily be swapped around, and thus the genders were switched. And on the way over here, I had a light bulb moment and decided to rename it The Butler S.
But that's not a word.
Regardless, the audience will come for the drama. Now, here are your parts. Marjorie, as promised, you will be playing Sir Gwen, or she shall now be known Lady Gwyneth. I will be playing Gwen's son, Michael, or she shall now be known Margaret. And Charlotte, you will be playing the Butler S. No reading ahead. Sorry, spoil your instincts and ruin the surprises. You know, I believe the best show is one where the actors haven't even read the script. I call it the art of the immediate. It's a technique I made up myself. The best show would be one where the actors have no idea what's coming next.
It's called improv comedy, and it's god fucking awful.
Who am I playing?
Yes, you will be playing Inspector Sklar, or she shall now be known Inspector Sklar.
But isn't that the lead?
Well, I was talking over the personality of Marjorie, and we believe that someone with less experience and someone as excitable as yourself would be perfect.
Oh, thanks.
Good idea.
I'm sorry, Tamara, but I didn't come off Broadway to play second fiddle to a housewife, no offense, Catherine, who hasn't seen the stage since she played Pippin in the 8th grade.
Char, I'm still amazed I beat you out for Pippin.
As I was saying, I talked it over with Marjorie, and we agreed that the Butleress is the play's juiciest role. I mean, it simply begs for your expertise. It howls and beckons over the plains and the fields to the babbling brooks and screams. Okay. Catherine, Marjorie, could we clear the stage? Thank you. I cannot believe the news about her and Jack.
Why? You cheated on me in college, and then you and him had your thing.
Yeah, but I called it off. I could never do that to another woman. At least not for more than 6 months. It becomes insensitive.
I just find it so surprising that after cheating on me and cheating on her, he would continue his cheating ways.
It was only a matter of time before she found out. Poor girl.
He left me for her. She's not that important.
The stage is clear.
Let's begin.
Oh, should I just start?
No, the play will read itself. Yes.
Sorry, Tamara, it's been a while. The house stood at the end.
Could you actually start by reading the stage directions? Normally I would do it, but I'm focusing on the art of the immediate. Thank you.
Our play is set on a dark and stormy night. We see
Lady Gwyneth.
Lady Gwyneth's parlor, and where should I look?
At the audience.
Oh, okay. We see Lady Gwyneth's parlor.
Don't look straight at me.
Okay, but you said
Don't look at me, it's creepy.
I was just
look at the
looking
audience. You see that chair right there?
Yes.
Yeah, pretend it's the audience. Okay, now stop stopping and start.
Huh?
Start!
Okay. We see Lady Gwyneth's parlor. A big bureau lurks at the back. The sound of wind and rain can be heard just outside its cozy walls. The accoutrements are minimal, the light is dim. This is not a happy home. Good?
Yes.
The house stood.
Hello? We're in England.
Uh-huh.
So do an accent.
What accent should you do, Tammy? A Cockney, Sheffield sure to beat Manchester. Or how about an upper-class aristocrat sipping their own blend of Earl Grey? Or perhaps a Scot afflicted with the black lung.
Point taken, Charlotte. Lady Godiva's loves a good Welsh.
Yeah, why don't you try my accent?
Oh.
Look over there, 'tis the Big Ben. This work's the easiest, Governor.
I forgot how much fun acting is.
Haven't we all?
We may proceed.
The house stood at the edge of things, a pile of grey stones that marked the very limits of Dorking.
What?
Dorking, sorry. Some thought it haunted, and it very well might have been, were not already inhabited by its 3 villainous residents. Let me in, the wind's cutting me to the bone.
You're outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark and stormy.
Yes.
So act cold.
you. Go away.
My name's Inspector Sklar. I'm on Her Majesty's business.
Inspector Sklar, you say?
Yes.
The master, woman...
Lady!
Lady is not knowing you. Leave from whence you came.
Let me in or I'll break down your door.
You will leave or I shall call the police.
I am the police and have come seeking Lady Gwyneth, the proprietor of rest of this mansion.
Perhaps your ears deceived you. She wishes you to leave.
And I wish her no ill will, but I must.
I cannot say the same for her. I'm sorry, Catherine? Yeah. Could you just try being a little bit more official? Oh. You're not really giving me anything to react to.
I shall.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sorry. Yes, thank you. Now, things are getting a little sluggish. Stop that. I need you to move more and trust your instincts.
Okay, got it.
And remember, you are an official representative from the British government sent on extremely important business.
During the 19th century.
Exactly.
Okay, don't you think it's a little odd that during the 19th century, England, Scotland Yard would send a woman into the bogs of Dorking to investigate a crime?
No. Oh, cleared up? Great.
I tell you, I must come in.
Charlotte!
Yes?
Loose the lid.
I can't. It's an impediment choice I've made for the character.
And I love all your choices, but loose the lid.
I can't. I think it grounds the butler.
Charlotte!
Yes?
The lid makes you look fat.
My mare, poor dame, she usually runs better with a standing martingale and a purlin, but I had to make do with an egg butt snap. Okay, I'm sorry, what am I saying?
You don't need to know what you're saying, you just need to
No,
say
for me to say it, I need to
No,
know.
but you don't need to know, you just have to say the line.
It's a kind of bit.
It's a kind of bit for horses.
Thank you. But I had to make do with an egg butt snaffle.
An egg butt snaffle? That's no good.
Truer words were never spoken, my good man. Nerd woman. Probably needs to be reshod, but I wasn't able to get the farrier because it's Gymkhana season.
Gymkhana fucking season? What the fuck is that?
It's a children's horse show.
What kind of fucking play is this?
It was the 19th century. Horses were very important.
Tampons are important. Blanche Dubois doesn't spend 10 minutes discussing tampons before fucking Stanley.
We were a bit more nuanced.
Well, I do apologize, Marjorie, for offending you.
Okay, plus it's not like she fucked Stanley. The whole play centers around a rape.
Okay, will you two get it together, please? You're acting like a bunch of 12-year-olds, okay? This play is important. It is important to me, and more importantly, it is important to society. Now, take it from Gymkhana season.
Gymkhana season!
What brings you and your mare to a secluded manor?
There's a madman on the loose. Mad person?
Please see police, just say the line.
Okay, but I thought because we're using everything
Please.
There's a madman on the loose. Have you or the lady noticed any suspicious characters?
Nothing but the two of us and a lot of creaking wood.
May I discuss this issue with the lady?
I'm afraid she's retired for the evening.
The fog's too thick, and as aforementioned, my mare was poorly. Do you have an extra room?
If you must, you can stay on the divan in the drawing room. I'll bet your mare a stable rug and a bran mat with a handful of sweet.
Oh, that's unnecessary. Or Forkapay should do her well.
The lady treats her horses as well, nay, better than she treats her unwanted guests.
I almost forgot. I broke a circumgle going over the stone wall ox set out in the field, made it all the way here, and only one stirrup.
The second will be mended. Good evening to you.
That night I spent tossing and turning on the makeshift bed, listening to what could only be described as a distant whimper. I convinced myself it was the wind, and as early morning light streamed in the windows, found myself slowly drifting to sleep.
Time for breakfast! Get up, come on! Stretch those lazy bones, come on then. Here's your porridge. It'll stick to your ribcage, but it'll warm you right up.
Is the missus available? I have no time for this. I really must be on my way.
Official, be official.
I have no time for this. I really must be on my way.
The lady will not be available until this afternoon, as she's enjoying her afternoon constitutional.
A free day to stroll around the manor and garden will be wasted by some. However, my inspector instincts always present, I decided to search for the source of that infernal whimper. Perhaps the madman would be found. The search led me to a long abandoned cellar. Is anyone in there? It's all right. I work for the Crown. You're safe with me. Come on now.
Not very inspector, should be Catherine.
Sorry.
Can we take it again, please?
Come on now. Inspector Sklar on Her Majesty's business?
Mama!
No, Inspector Sklar.
Play-Doh, Mama!
Not tonight, Margaret. Greetings, Inspector Sklar. I see you've made my daughter's acquaintance.
Indeed.
I'd appreciate it if you'd keep your nose out of my business.
If you hadn't been avoiding me for an entire day, I might have.
Might have what? Not examined my entire household from attic to cellar to parlour to drawing room? Come, we shall talk in the terrarium. No, Margaret! You must stay.
What's wrong with her?
As a little girl, she loved horses and horse riding. At 8 years old, my late husband gave her an Irish thoroughbred. The stallion at 16 hands was too strong for a child and bucked her into a small copse. Her head hit a rock and she never recovered.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you're sorry. Now, if you may finish this interrogation, you may be on your way.
A madman has escaped, and we believe he may have come to these parts.
There's nothing here on the edge of Dorking but bog and sheepdogs. No madman, I assure you.
But there was a madman, as Lady Gwyneth.
What the fuck?
That was totally unnecessary.
You must have blown a fuse. I'll find a candle.
Where are we? Thank the fucking dash.
Oh, we can get stuff
Horrible. Thank
good.
you. Oh my god!
Shit! No, but it's good. It's in the script. Oh, nice touch, Marge. Very immediate.
Sorry. Ugh, it's very realistic, Marjorie.
I haven't seen makeup that good since that goofy Christmas Carol I did in Bar Harbor.
Let's focus. Can we take it again? Marge, if you could just get up and die for us. Marge. Oh my god. Marge? Marge? Marjorie! Marge?
This is real blood!
This better be a joke!
I'm calling the police!
Marge! Breathe, Marge, breathe! Breathe, Marge, come on, breathe, Marge. Wake up, breathe.
My phone's dead. Cell phone!
There's no signal up here!
Stop, where are we? We're in the fucking sticks! How do I turn a pulse?
2 fingers!
Wait, what's this? Finish the play or you all will die.
Is this a joke? This better be a joke. I mean, this better not be a joke.
I don't know what you're doing! I'm just trying the door!
No. Open up! Open up! God damn it, open up! The door's locked! The door's fucking locked! Help!
1, 2, 3, push! 1, 2, 3, push!
Is there any other way out of here?
No, it's Concord. Everything's built with our fire codes!
Ain't other door?
No!
Windows! There have to be windows!
The madman!
There is no madman, Tamara. The madman's in the play!
Do not have many leads about the homicide, but have confirmed
There's more to the note.
What? Why didn't you say anything?
You were screaming and running.
Read the end! No!
In a moment, the lights will flick twice. It is in that moment you should start the play again.
Why did
Oh
you
my
have to
God.
read that?
So the madman must be at the light
He
panel.
can't be at the light panel. It's broken. He has to have a remote.
I've never heard of this fucking play!
I don't see that we have a choice.
I need a cigarette.
Fuck cigarettes! I need a Valium! I want Valium! I need a gun! I don't have a gun!
Do not panic. Do not panic. An official inspector on Her Majesty's business is in your residence. First, we must note other lacerations of any kind. Other lacerations of any kind. Butleress.
Charlotte!
The missus. What has happened to the missus?
You were here. Did you see any suspicious figures lurking about? Come on, my good man.
Woman. Sorry.
Speak your mind.
It is only the three of us here, Inspector. The lady, myself, and Margaret. Now there are only two.
Where could the madman have entered this room and cut all the gas lamps at once?
There is but one door to the parlor. to the madman. He is mad after all. Excuse us, sir. Fuckface. I think this play would progress a lot smoother, sans still bleeding cadaver. Okay, grab one. Okay, I'll grab this one. Turn her. Oh my god. This surrounding English play will feature characters that can't be bothered by a corpse in their living room. Ew. Okay,
Tamara, we need your help over here. Tamara. Over here.
Oh, ew.
Are you ready? Okay. Ready? Right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going. Your arm. Shut up! Are you okay now, Charlotte?
There was but one door to the parlor, the door through whence we came.
May I ask you a probing question, Butleress?
You must leave these parts.
An inspector's work is never done till she is done inspecting.
What?
Besides, the fog's too dark and thick. I must wait out the night.
I have no interest in divulging family business. Good night.
There was something suspicious in the butleress's manner. The same eccentricities that before all old servants seemed exaggerated and not altogether true. A similar falsity hung around Margaret. It was she I would visit next. What's with the cellar? Margaret, Inspector Sklar will be coming in now.
It isn't supposed to be this dark, fuck nugget.
Manners, Charlotte. After edging around the room, my hands found a gas lamp.
Shit! Margaret, wake up! Tamara! This was all in the script!
Lady, can we discuss this later?
I am Inspector Sklar. Your mummy's been hurt.
Mama hurt?
No need to get upset.
Mama dead? Please. Inspectors always use a serious tone when someone's died.
You deceived me. You're of sound mind.
Of course I'm of sound mind.
Did your mother know you were of sound mind?
Of course my mother knew I was of sound mind. We don't receive many guests, but on the rare occasion we do, I am forced to behave like the village idiot. It is the butleress's wish.
But she is your servant.
If only that were the case. My father died when I was 8, sending my mother into a profound state of mourning. We used to have the most glorious balls, masquerades, even a spring carnival once a year, if memory serves me right. That all ceased as mother's nerves became more and more fraught. It was a slow descent for her into depression and madness, aided by the butleress's constant servitude. Soon the butleress became my mother's only form of human connection to reality. It is the butleress who locked me in the infernal cellar. It is the butleress who slowly broke my mother's mind, and it is my belief that it is the butleress who murdered my father so many years ago, and who just tonight completed the deed by murdering my mother.
Do you have any evidence to support these claims? Margaret. Tamara!
I can't do this.
No, you can't do this because we made it through the long speech. We're gonna make it
No,
to the
you
end of
don't
the
get
play.
it. We're not making it to the end of the play. Haven't you read it? I haven't read it.
Please, say something, Tamara. Anything, Tamara, please!
Okay! I need some light. Thank you. I just know it to be true in my heart.
Perhaps a spot of tea will help soothe our nerves.
I have some tea right here for emergencies.
Perhaps you shouldn't drink quite so much tea.
The knife won't hurt if I'm drunk.
Let's try to think positively. Now that the tea has helped settle our nerves, perhaps we should find that scoundrel and settle your familial debts.
That scoundrel is right here.
So you are.
What have you told the inspector, Margaret?
Mama!
Stop playing idiot, Margaret. I heard you two talking. I heard you through the wall. Gonna have some tea.
I told the inspector everything.
You have no evidence.
You should have never murdered my mother. After tonight, you are officially sacked as I am the inheritor of this estate.
Are you then? Or did your mother, in her dementia, take you off her will?
You wouldn't dare.
Wouldn't I? Or would I? God, Tamara, this play fucking sucks! vagina monologue or prove something meaty, then I wouldn't be quite as upset about our situation. But really,
Oh, I'm
this needs a
so sorry I don't live up to your expectations as super director, Miss Black Box NYC. You know, I'm sorry some of us aren't as willing to give head to get head. I'm friends with Alan Stevens, remember?
He is a liar, okay?
Yeah, no, he told me all about your little affair.
At least my career's moving
Oh,
somewhere.
yeah, you're gonna have to beg if you want another role. 2 months in Concord to take care of your mother. What else you got going on, sweetheart? Nothing.
It is lucky I begged. Have you seen your other actress sister? They stink.
Ah! No! This can't be happening! God damn it! I said it 4 times, so you admit to having killed Lady Gwyneth and no one answered me. Answer me next time, alright?
Scoop it up! Scoop it up! God damn it!
Charlotte!
Scoop it up!
Charlotte, get over here!
Charlotte!
Charlotte, open up! Charlotte! Do you want to live? Do you want to live? Charlotte! You want to live? We do this now. Okay? Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Let's take it from where Tamara gets killed.
She wasn't supposed to die yet.
No, not for another 4 pages.
Getting kind of antsy, dickweed?
Would remain calm and inspector is present.
Where are we?
We're right here.
But that is what you said last time.
There must be an intruder in the house. I feel a draft. Do you?
Why, yes, Inspector, I do.
It would seem as if the window has been broken by the intruder. Wait. The window! Oh my god!
Say your lines!
The glass is on the outside!
Yes, Inspector?
Wait. The glass is on the outside. The intruder has broken the glass to convince us he came in from the outside when in fact he's been inside the house this whole time, which means you're the madman. Charlotte. You're the murderer. Get the hell away from me!
What are you talking
No,
about?
please let me out of
Wait,
here!
I'm not the murderer. How do I know you're not the murderer?
I have a husband that cheats on me. If I wanted to kill people, I'd kill him.
Why would I kill you?
You feel you have nothing to live for, your career is stagnant, what? I'm just riffing.
You have more of a reason to kill than I do. You're trapped, married in a shithole of a town. This isn't about fun.
I agree.
This is about you experiencing a microcosm of what you wanted before a bastard of a husband knocked on your door. Jack gets what he wants, and next, he's getting kids. And then, that's the final nail in the coffin of your life. He wanted to marry me, but I knew the consequences.
What are you talking about?
Jack and I were fucking, you knew that.
You whore!
Is that what you killed them with? That little thing. You know, with light, you're not so scary.
I'm not the murderer! Last week I found a receipt in his pocket for a weekend at the Hampton Inn. You two didn't even leave town!
I'm not the murderer, and therefore, by process of elimination, you are. And I would never be caught dead at the Hampton Inn.
Even overheard a phone call between the two of them. Sounded like some southern bitch. You can do accents, can't you?
At least one of us can.
You're still fucking
You
Jack!
killed everyone here!
I'm a vegetarian, for Christ's sake! I guess it wasn't either of us.
Oh, fuck you!
Charlotte!
Have identified the victim of the homicide as Jack Rollinger, age 33. The wife, Catherine Rollinger, is thought to be missing.
You killed my husband. God damn you! What do you want? A soliloquy? I should have known it was you, Sir Gwen. Yes, you should have, you silly inspector. Sklar expires. Gwen. Gwyneth. Marjorie!
Well, yes, dear. What did you think it would be?
Marjorie, how did you do the lights?
Ha! So glad you asked. The lights were easy. Any Radio Shack.
But the blood, it tasted real.
I believe all blood tastes the same from me, from Charlotte, from Tamara, from your husband. Killing Jack was easy. The only hard part really was staying still. I mean, my God. When these two harpies started going after each other, I had to kill one of them just to keep from laughing. What's wrong, Catherine? Don't you think that's funny?
Uh-huh. It's funny, but Marjorie, I don't understand.
What's to understand? They pleasured the wrong man. My man.
But he wasn't your man.
Blah, 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 blah. I believe Jack made it quite clear that he wasn't anyone's man. And I wondered why that was. Maybe somebody never bothered to train him. Maybe someone let him do whatever he wanted with whoever he wanted. Someone taught him that he could just fucking dump and little wifey would just take him back. Just think, Catherine. A little backbone and you could have saved 3 lives. Did I say 3? I meant 4.
Please, we can talk about this.
Talk about this? I believe Lady Gwennet is done talking about this. Check the pulse next time, you silly inspector. Or rather, you stupid bitch. Please.
Lights fade to black.
Let's go, girls. Come on. I'm going out tonight. I'm feeling alright. Gonna let it all hang out. Wanna make some noise, really raise my voice. Yeah, I wanna scream and shout. No inhibitions, make no conditions. Get a little out of line. I ain't gonna act politically correct. I only wanna have a good time. The best thing about being a woman is the prerogative to have a little fun. Yeah. Oh, they're totally crazy. Looking at my lady. Men, shirt, short skirts. Really go wild, yeah. Doing that in style. Get in the action. Feel the attraction. Cover my head, do what I dare. I wanna be free, yeah. Feel the way I feel. Man, I feel like a woman.